I'm Marcy, and I have amnesia. I don't remember the past 2 years of my life, but I guess in order to tell you what I don't remember, I guess before that I should tell you what caused it. Well, I have an hour commute to work, and it was really, really snowy and really, really icy, and I ended up getting in an accident. Thankfully, no other cars were involved, but because it was icy, I stepped on my brakes just the littlest bit, and I slid off the road and landed in a ditch on my side. Somehow, my car is pretty fine. Like, it had a little bit of a dent, but I think the snow kind of took most of the impact, but I did hit my head. I thought I was fine though. I didn't want to go to the hospital because I had to work the next morning, and I just didn't want to have to take off work. I had too many things that I needed to get done, and I couldn't take the time off. I couldn't be away. And so I drove home, and I felt fine until about a few hours later, and I noticed that my head was kind of groggy, and I was feeling delayed was the best way I could put it, is just delayed. Like, things were kind of just weird how my brain was taking things, and that should have been kind of a Marcy, you need to go to the hospital kind of sign, but it wasn't. And I just kind of chalked it up to, well, I'm still kind of frazzled from the wreck, and I'll be fine. So I went to work the next morning, and it was so much worse. I was going in and out of conversations with my coworkers, and we would be in the middle of a conversation, and I would think that we were talking about something, and then they would say, well, Marcy, what do you think? And I'd say, what? And they said, well, we were just talking about this. I said, no, we were talking about, paychecks or whatever. They were like, no, we were talking about paychecks 10 minutes ago. And that kind of scared me. But I was like, I'm fine. I don't know. I'm very stubborn. And I was feeling really tired, and I was feeling really lightheaded and nauseous and all the signs of a concussion. And I didn't take it seriously, and everyone said, you need to go to the hospital, I will drive you to the hospital, it will be fine, you need to go. They said, you need to go. But I was stubborn, and I didn't go. And we were coming in from break, and we were going up the stairs, and all I remember is getting really lightheaded really fast and starting to fall. I ended up falling down a full flight of stairs. Now, the car accident with a concussion and falling down a flight of stairs, thankfully carpeted stairs, but still stairs, is probably really not good for a brain. And I was unconscious for, I think they said like an hour, because they got the ambulance there, and then I woke up like in the ambulance, which was actually putting an IV in my arm, actually. That was kind of weird. And she kept asking me questions like, what's today, who's the president, and I got all of the simple questions like, count backwards from 100 by 7s or 3s or whatever, and add up these numbers, and repeat these words back to me. And my short-term memory was fine, and I knew that Obama was the president, but so they didn't really think anything major. And I had told them that I remembered being with my friends, and that was really all I remembered. And I guess it kind of dawned on me that I didn't remember anything when my mom actually got to the hospital, because I usually wore my class ring. I didn't have this ring. I bought this ring in like August, which I don't remember doing. And I asked my mom, I said, "Where's my class ring?" And she said, "What?" So where's my class ring? I don't remember this ring. And it was on my right hand, thankfully, but it was on my ring finger on my right hand. And I said, "I don't remember this ring." She said, "You bought that ring." I said, "No, I don't remember that." And then she kind of gave me a look like, "Oh no." And I looked at the wristband that they put on when you go to the hospital, and it said 2015, and I just burst into tears, because in my mind, I remember I woke up thinking it was May of 2013, and it makes me cry thinking about how much I've missed in the past 2 years. How many memories I don't remember. I don't remember my boyfriend. I don't remember my niece turning 1. Or I have a video on my phone of her first steps that I took that I don't remember taking. When the last time I remember, she was only about a month old. A little over a month old. And she turns 2 in March. And she talks. And she can run, and she counted to 5, and granted it sounded like 1, 2, 3, 5, but still she counted to 5. And my sister got a dog, and my sister would never get a dog. She has a dog and a cat. And I'm an ASL major, and so many things changed in 2 years. And I guess this channel is me finding myself and who I am, because I look at my memories. Well, I don't look at my memories, but I look at the pictures and the videos, and oh, my journal is a godsend. I wouldn't know anything if it wasn't for my journal. I'm so glad that I kept a journal. And because it all feels like a dream. It doesn't feel like it should be snowing. Not to me. It feels like... It was actually kind of disappointing because my birthday is in May. And it was really close to my birthday. It was like the beginning of May. And I was sad because when they told me it was January, I thought, oh, it's nowhere near my birthday. It's interesting that my brain went back to May, though, because early May is when I was in a different car wreck, actually, and I ended up breaking the windshield with my head. So that was the last concussion I got. So it's kind of interesting how the brain connects. But when I came home from the hospital, I wanted to find people that have amnesia or have had amnesia. And because it's just not something you normally hear about. I mean, in movies and books and stuff like that, but I had never ever met or had known anyone that had met someone with amnesia. And to forget such an important part of your life. Every day is an important part of your life. Every single day. And yeah, it's really all I can think to say, but I didn't find anyone. I didn't find really any, I mean, there were maybe like one or two, but I couldn't connect with them. And there was really no one that I felt like I could relate to. And so I just want to know I'm not alone. So I guess that's my story. And we will find Marcy together. It's been a week and a day since my accident, and thankfully my memory has gotten better. I can remember back to like November, early November of 2014, which is good because that's the end of November is when my mom got married. But previous to that, I just don't remember. It's just like I feel like I know, my brain knows that there is something there, that there is something missing, and it knows that, but it's just so weird. I don't know, maybe, who knows, maybe I'm just being weird. Amnesia itself is weird, but it's definitely an experience. And I just kind of see it as, you know, I look back and I really wasn't in the best position in life. I was really depressed, and I was going through a really rough time. I wasn't hanging out with very good people, and I kind of see this as life's restart button. I think God, or I personally believe in God, or the planets, or life, or karma, or whatever have you, said, you know, you need to restart. So, yeah. My dog is sleeping over there. I have a dog. I have 2 dogs, actually. I didn't know that. So that was interesting to learn. But yeah.